Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, and welcome back to the Faithful Path, where every Saturday I break down the connection between our daily lives and the beautiful religion of Islam, how they both have an impact on each other, and discuss the issues we all have practicing our religion nowadays. So, without further ado, the podcast starts now.
سبيل الدموع سبيل مريح.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulillah. I honestly didn't believe in myself that I would get to this point in the podcast. Alhamdulillah, today is episode 10 of The Faithful Path. That's why today I want to talk about a topic that it's a little bit special to me. After 9 episodes, I've developed this new identity and a new purpose for this podcast. And I know people sometimes struggle to discover their identity, their purpose in life, who they truly are. That's why today I want to talk about ideas. I.D.E.A.S. Because everything in life requires a compass, a sense of direction. And I think the concept of ideas can really guide someone into truly figuring out their identity. And today there's not going to be any 3 questions. I'm going to talk about the concept of ideas. And I suggest you guys that after every letter, for example, after I, after D, after E, etc., you pause this video, you take notes on a paper, on an iPad, on your phone, anything, and take notes on what I'm going to say about each letter. So the first letter is I. What is I? It's identity. What exactly is identity? Many people think that identity is my name, my age, my phone number, my email, my job, my address, my religion, my skin color, my culture, etc. But these aspects are just a personal background of myself. But identity is beyond that. Identity is values. Identity is qualities, morals, values and morals that you were taught growing up. Identity is experiences. What are the lessons you took from all the experiences you had in your life? Identity is the impact you have on other people. How much do you influence the people around you? Identity is your interests, your passion. What do you love to do in life? Your strengths. What are you good at? What are your skills? Your weaknesses? What are you bad at? Identity is your perception of the world. And why is it important to have an identity? It's for personal growth and self-awareness. So the first one, personal growth. Everything around us is always evolving. AI, technology, businesses, buildings. People are gaining more intelligence, more knowledge, more experience. Everyone is improving, is becoming better every single day. But why is it that we don't take the time to find who we truly are and create an identity for ourselves to become a better person every single day? Why is it that we just want to be normal people like everyone else? Everyone has their own identity. Everyone is special. Everyone is unique. And when you do something new or create something new, you either lose people or you gain people. The old people you had are going to start questioning, are going to start wondering, why did you change? Who did you become, etc. You gain people because of this new identity, this new influence, this new character. Because your identity is your character, not your reputation. Your identity is who you are, your character. But your reputation is who people think you are. That's why we have to be self-aware of who we are. We have to find our identity. We control our lives. Everyone makes their own decision in life. And when you develop your identity, you'll continue to do the things you think are right. And from then, you're going to take the next steps in order to improve every single day. You guys know why I started the podcast, The Faithful Path? Because in the first video, I don't know if you guys watched it, I introduced myself. I said to you guys that something changed me, something impacted me. Well, at some point in my life, I was living alone for 3 months. And you guys are going to say, wow, only 3 months? Some people have been living alone for the past 2-3 years. Yes, but me, these 3 months changed my whole life. These 3 months gave me a new identity. I learned how to be responsible, how to make my own decision, how to live alone, reflect on the moments I was alone, how to control my fears. So I thought to myself that many people also have this sense of self-awareness. And for the past months, I was giving you guys an episode every single Saturday to reflect on. Every single week, I think to myself, what should I talk about on my next episode? Because for the past 5-6 months, I would say, I wanted to share with you guys some of my life experiences, my life lessons. I already had 2 interviews and I wanted to share with you guys some life changes. This is why I started the Faithful Path, to have an impact on myself, on the people around me, but also on God. Because all the experience and the knowledge God gave me, I wanted to share with you guys so it can benefit you the way it did to me. So every time someone asks you who you are, you don't talk about your personality or your personal background. You talk about your identity, who you truly are on the inside. What are your values, your morals, your belief, etc. Then the second letter. The second letter is the opposite of procrastination. The second letter is becoming your identity. Do it. So D is for do it. After the self-reflection you just had, you have to take action. You have to take control of your life. You have to become this new identity, not just create it in your head. All these goals, all these intentions, all these hopes, all these dreams needs to be transformed into steps and actions. The slogan of Nike is the perfect example. Just do it. Just do it means stop being lazy. Stop procrastinating. Stop giving excuses. Every time you want to go to the gym, you say, oh, I'll go next week. Every time you want to start a project, you say, oh, I'll start it tomorrow. Stop being lazy and just do it. And you're not tired, you're lazy. You're never tired. You're just tired in your head. But how do you transform these goals into actions? Well, by setting clear objectives, by creating a specific and detailed plan, by working every single day towards these goals and reviewing your progress. This is how you start by doing it. This is how you become your identity. After you developed this sense of self-awareness, you need to take action in your life. And every single day is a new opportunity to change. You always have this new opportunity to make some changes in your life, to develop new habits, to setting new goals, etc. And stop saying that, oh, I don't have time, I don't have the effort, I don't have the strength to do it. The only limitations you have are the ones that you create inside your mind. Life has no limitations except the ones we make. So every time you say to yourself, oh, I want to start going to the gym, well, do it. You either do it today or tomorrow. You don't wait for next week because you never know what's going to happen in the future. That's why you always need to take the present as an opportunity to change, to begin something, to start working on something. And how did I start the Faithful Path? I just brainstormed some ideas. First, I created an Instagram and TikTok and YouTube page, the logo, the name, the description, etc. Just to start working on it. And eventually, I started making some short videos. I started practicing. I wrote down my speech, my script. I prepared for everything because after in the future, I would know how to prepare for every single video, for every single interview. So after you created this new identity, you need to become it. You need to do it. And after doing it, you need to have a good environment. And that's the E. E is for environment. E is the external factors that influences your behavior, your experiences, and your opportunities. And many people think when I say environment, they think, oh, I need to surround myself with good people that motivate me. But no, I mean, yes, people are part of your environment, but your environment can also be your home. Because if your home is messy and disorganized, your decisions are going to be messy. But if your home is clean and organized, well, you're going to have good intentions throughout the day. Your workplace is an environment. Where you work, do you work in your bed? Do you work in an environment where it's dark or it's too noisy? The community is an environment. Do you live in a community where people share the same values and morals? Or do you live in a community where everyone judges you based on your appearance? Your culture can be environment. Do you have the same interests and passion as everyone else? Your economic status can be an environment. Are you investing? Are you saving up your money or are you spending it on whatever? Because environment impacts your actions and also your identity. Because if you have a good environment, you're going to be able to thrive, to adapt, and to create positive change. The only bad thing about environment, I would say, is looking at other people impacts your self-worth. If you base your decisions or your actions on other people's lives, it's going to decrease your self-worth. For example, when you scroll on social media and you see rich people, muscular people that go to the gym, that are strong, You think to yourself that, oh, I'm worth nothing. I'm poor. I'm not going to the gym. I'm not strong. I'm not working on myself. That's because all these decisions is on you, because these people had to work hard to get where they are, and they had a good environment. They created an environment where it would motivate them on working towards their goals every single day. So, what was my environment for the faithful path? It's mostly because of my friends, because all of my friends are Muslim. And I know a lot of people that had the same lifestyle as me, that were lazy, that were procrastinating, that were not appreciating the blessings from God, that were not taking the time to improve on themselves. I have a good friend who would always tell me, yo, bro, I feel I'm not doing anything useful in my life. Yes, I go to school, I go to work, I go to the gym, but I feel like I don't have an impact in this world. And my response was always, that's because of you. That's because you don't have your own identity. You need to create your own identity in order to see how you can impact the other people around you. Now, A is for accountability, being responsible of your actions, your decisions, your consequences, being honest with yourself and others, holding yourself accountable, owning up to your commitments and obligations. You need to hold yourself accountable to the goals you set earlier. Everything you wrote down, everything you dreamed of, you need to hold yourself accountable. That if you don't do it, there's going to be consequences. So you need to track your progress every single week or month or year. Did I improve from last time where I was? What are the good things I did? What are the bad things I did? But the best type of accountability is your friends. You need to ask your friends a favor, that if you don't do something specific, maybe you would transfer them $5 or $10, or they would punch you. I don't know, whatever. You need to hold yourself accountable with your friends, because at the end of the day, if we just set goals, we track our progress, and we lose track of it, we're going to say to ourselves, oh, I'm going to catch up. But every time you fall off, it's more difficult to get back on. And if you're doing it alone, it's much more difficult to stay on track, because there's no one around you to hold you accountable. That's why your friends and your surroundings are the best accountability partners. For example, for me, during this Ramadan, I created a group with my friends. Every single week, we have a challenge that we have to do. And every time we complete it, we need to write in the group chat, challenge done, challenge 1, challenge 2, challenge 3, challenge 4. Done, done, done. And no one's gonna get punished. It's just to hold ourselves accountable for our actions, to be responsible. Because I told them, as soon as you enter this group, you're gonna be responsible of your actions. And my accountability for the faithful path is you guys, my viewers. Because every single Saturday, you guys are waiting on me to post a new video. For episode 1, I posted it one day further. I posted it on Sunday instead of Saturday because I was procrastinating on filming, on editing. And there were some times I was posting at 7, at 8, at 9, because honestly, I didn't know YouTube took a lot of time to post it on YouTube, because there's the normal quality, there's the HD, and there's the 4K. The HD and the 4K, these take a lot of time to be posted on YouTube. They take about 2 hours. But I didn't know that. That's why right now I tell myself every week that I need to hold myself accountable for you guys, because you guys are waiting on me. And that's how I see this podcast becoming more better, because of you guys. Finally, S. S is for slow and steady. Slow and steady means what? Patience, slow, and steady, consistent. This is the process of personal growth, of development. You need to have persistence and determination. You need to build resilience, adaptability, and endurance to overcome all of your challenges and to achieve this transformation. The best type of actions are the ones that are consistent. The best type of actions are the tiny actions that are consistent and that is transformed into daily habits. Slow and steady means you need to be patient with your results, and you need to put in a lot of effort. You can't have one and not have the other. You can't put in a lot of effort and be impatient. You can't work hard put in everything you got, but not be patient with your results. Or you can't work on your goals for 1 month and then be patient. You say, oh, God is going to give me what I want. No, you need to be patient, but also consistent in everything you do. At the gym, my friend always tells me, I've been going to the gym for 2 months and I don't see any improvements. And I always tell him, yo, bro, be patient and be consistent. Results don't come right away. They come in when you really put the effort in and be consistent. And I say to myself, be consistent and patient with this podcast, because I told my friends, I don't care about the number of likes, the number of followers, the number of shares. I only care that it will someday impact the people around me, the way all the lessons impacted me. This is my goal for this podcast. My goal is not to be popular, show off everyone, the number of followers I have. My goal is to have an impact in this world. But I'm only going to have an impact by being slow and steady, by always being consistent with the videos and being patient with the results. So guys, always remember this concept of ideas, identity. Figure out what are your values, your morals, your belief, etc. And then do it. Become it. Become this new identity. Say to yourself, I'm going to be this new person, so I'm going to need to start taking action. So set out your goals and create a detailed plan of how you're going to do it. And then build your environment. Have a good motivating environment that's actually going to help you towards your dreams. Hold yourself accountable, whether it's with your friends, whether it's writing in your notes or on a paper or on a board, etc. Hold yourself accountable that if you don't do it, there will be consequences. And finally, slow and steady. Be patient, but always be consistent. And I hope you guys will benefit from this concept of ideas the way it benefited me. And also, shout out to Khudr Abu Jannah, because I learned this concept of ideas from him about 2 weeks ago. It really opened my eyes up, and I wanted to share with you guys this concept. So I hope everyone finds their own identity, their own purpose in life, and figure out who they truly are. May God forgive me for anything wrong that I said, and may God bless you all and give you the strength, the courage, and the patience. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Don't forget to like, follow, and share, and tag me if you can to spread out the message. Have a good day, have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week on the Faithful Path. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.